gotta focus on yourself, on your faith, on your dreams, on your mind, on your health, yeah. You gotta work, never tell, keep your head down, find what you love and excel, yeah. Push and pull and repel any hate, go create what you want, feel compelled, yeah. And once you finally get a taste of the race, you'll never look back once you felt that.
Hello, welcome to my channel. Hope you guys are doing great. Some of you guys might already know this, that I was doing my master's in tourism in America at George Washington University, and I graduated during the pandemic. And the one regret I did have when I graduated was that I didn't get to travel much of the country. America is really massive. However, I felt like I traveled a lot more of the country when I was doing my exchange program in South Carolina as compared to when I was doing my master's. Now it's obviously because of the pandemic. However, before my OPT runs out, I thought I could explore all the areas of the country since I can't do all 50 states. So this is my travel journey where I have been to certain places that I haven't been before. So yeah, I hope you guys like it. So I started my journey at New Hartford, Connecticut. Me and one of my friends, we were trying to meet up in Connecticut, but however, we didn't spend that much time over there. We saw the town hall, which kind of reminded me of the Moscow church that I've been to, which had the golden tip. But the whole city pretty much was more like a ghost town, and there wasn't much that we could do. A lot of the shops were closed. It was a weekday, and yet it felt like no one's been living there for a really long time. So we moved to Denver, Colorado. My work colleague, she was there for a meeting as well, and I was also helping out a bit. And since I was gonna be full-time employed in this company, I thought it would be a great chance for me to know more about the company and know more about the team, and it was a great time. We went to the downtown in the first day, explored a bit of the art scene. There was like an art walk that was happening where there was a whole street having a lot of art exhibits, designs, a lot of cool stuff that I haven't seen before, a lot of things that related to spirituality as well, and it was pretty cool. I usually don't explore art museums, but in Denver it felt quite nice. And we also saw a really, I don't know what to say, strange dance movement. It was interesting, but yeah. The next day we tried to explore the Red Rocks. It was quite the trip because it was snowing. It wasn't the best conditions. It was a bit challenging for us to, first of all, drive. Secondly, we were hoping that we would have a better clear skies, but we didn't. I'll let Dinette talk you through what was happening over there in the vlog.
Alright, hi guys, I'm right now in Denver, Colorado. Behind me you could see the Red Rocks. I did climb quite a bit of stairs, about 400 to 500, I don't know, I lost count, but I did lose calories also. But yeah, it's quite windy. I'm a bit disappointed that it was not that clean for weather. It's foggy and snowing a bit, but it's alright. It's manageable cold. It's not like icy cold or anything for me. I've seen a few other vloggers that have been here on top, seen the amphitheater and all that. Yeah, so far so good. We're supposed to go to the Rocky Mountains, but there's a wind warning. But tomorrow on a Sunday it should be clearing up, and hopefully you can see a little bit of the Rocky Mountains.
Well, no, Dinette, you couldn't. But towards the end, it kind of cleared up and we were able to see a bit more through without much difficulty with the visibility. It was still snowing, but it wasn't that cold. Like I said, there was like a Hall of Fame inside. There were like all these rock formations, which was so beautiful. But, you know, since it was snowing, we were supposed to go to Rocky Mountains, like I mentioned in the vlog. We decided to go south to Colorado Springs and explore this place called the Garden of the Gods, which wasn't in our initial plan, but when we went there, we were quite mesmerized by the view. It felt like we were in some completely different spot. But these rock formations that were there for centuries used to be home for the native Indians that were living there. And apparently a person, I forgot the name, he came and bought this land and made sure that it's always going to be free for the people, for the public, and they will make sure that it's kept intact without much of a change. There were these, it was quite a breathtaking view. It felt like I was in a different world. It was like I'm in a movie set. But yeah, it was a great trip.
I mean, do rattlesnakes bite? I mean, or if they bite, is it?
Rattlesnakes the most dangerous ones?
Which one, rattlesnakes?
Yeah.
The second day, we tried to go to Rocky Mountains regardless of the snow, but it was quite treacherous conditions. I have to give shout out to Sharon. She was a fantastic driver. She hadn't driven like in these conditions in Toronto. However, she did a fantastic job of driving. It was snowy. There was not much we could explore over there because like a lot of the roads were closed. We needed like special tires and stuff for our car. It was a rental that we had. Let's hear what Dinette has to say.
Alright guys, I am in freaking snow. I'm wearing my Thug monkey cap. and trekking all over a snowy area.
Okay, so we couldn't explore that much in Estes Park where we were, and we had to take the drive back home. The conditions were getting better, the roads were getting clearer, and then once we got back to downtown, the next day was our last day, and we just explored around the city, at the museum, and at the Capitol. Do I have any fun facts about Colorado? Well, the name Colorado means the color red. Colorado is also called a centennial state because it was incorporated as a statehood in 1876, which is the 100-year anniversary of the US independence. And finally, one more fun fact about Colorado would be that the cheeseburger was trademarked in Denver. We then went to the art museum, which was quite good. Again, like I mentioned, I was not a big fan of art, but and also this is my first time visiting a modern art museum. I would highly recommend the museum to anyone visiting Denver. Even if you're not an art person, there's still a lot you can learn in terms of history and just appreciating art in general. There's also good photo ops where you can see the streets and the Capitol building like here. So we went separate ways. I took a flight to Utah, flying over Rocky Mountains, and Sharon had some more work in Colorado. So I took the streetcar as soon as I landed and went downtown. Now, to be honest, when I was at the airport, I was the only brown person in Salt Lake City, and it gave me a bit of a Rocky vibe, no pun intended. But honestly, when I got to downtown and I was interacting with the locals, I realized, wow, the city is quite friendly. Now, the reason I went to Utah is because I did hear a lot about it. I know a lot about their national parks. I also know about the Mormon community. I mean, I'm not a Mormon, but I had plenty of friends that are Mormon, and I kind of wanted to know more about their religion. Never been to a temple, so that was also one of the things I wanted to do in my agenda. However, as you can see, the main temple over there is under construction, so it didn't really look like a temple, and I didn't get to go into any of it, which I'm kind of disappointed about, because I really did want to explore a bit more in Utah in terms of the Mormon community and stuff, and learn a lot more so that I can address what the media says or what my friends say as compared to what I actually feel about it. But that was not the case. However, Salt Lake City was a fantastic city. Love the streetcar system. Very simple but very effective to get from point A to point B. Let's hear from Tinette what he has to say about Utah from the location.
Hey guys, I'm now in Salt Lake City in Utah. It's snowy, just a bit like how it was in Denver towards the end. But honestly, my first impression of Salt Lake City is that a city in between the mountains. Now, I thought Denver was like that, but Denver was a city side of the mountains. There was the mountain range, the Rocky Mountains, and then on the side there was the whole city of Denver and the downtown and all that. But over here, the city is covered by, well, there are mountains on that side, mountains on the right side. Not much mountains on there are mountains on three sides. Snowing right now, so I can't judge much, but overall, it's such a good city. The public transportation is great. There is a tram that connects the airport to the downtown, which is pretty good, because for me, or like any solo traveler, the most key thing is you need to have public transport in which a person could travel from point A to point B without much hassle, especially the airport. And now some cities have been difficult to go and reach, especially from from downtown to the airport. Like Denver was good. Denver had the train. And one thing I noticed is that the roads are like massive. It's like all 4-lane, 3-lane. And if you look over that side, you can see the mountain ranges. I'm not sure if it catches it properly. Maybe the contrast is a bit too low. But yeah, so far Salt Lake City has been great. Gotta go visit the Capitol.
I was only there for 2 days, and my last day I thought I'll explore a bit more of downtown after meeting all my friends previous night. Even though I felt like I was the only brown person for most part of my journey, everyone was super friendly, was quite safe, and more importantly, it had a beautiful state capitol as well.
Thank you guys so much for watching my video. Hope you guys liked it. This is me signing off from Salt Lake City. Make sure to hit the like button, subscribe. Until next time, paka arrivederci. I'll see you guys soon.
You gotta focus on yourself, on your faith, on your dreams, on your mind, on your health, yeah. You gotta work, never tell, keep your head down, find what you love and excel, yeah. Push and pull and repel any hate, go create what you want, feel compelled, yeah. And once you finally get a taste of the race, you'll never look back once you felt that.